All right, we've got to break this story down because there is nothing I love more than watching idiots, especially far-right racist idiots, face the consequences of their own actions. And this is a perfect example. A right-wing priest just got booted from his church. He got stripped of his license after imitating Musk Salute. But by Musk Salute, they really mean the Nazi salute from World War II. And we'll break down exactly what this guy did and what he believes. But I just want to say, I have seen a pattern of people imitating this salute and trying to add a level of plausible deniability. You guys probably heard this story. A Pennsylvania lawmaker was forced to resign after repeating Elon Musk's salute. And she did it on video. I'm not even going to play the video, but a Republican official in Pennsylvania was forced to resign after posting her own version of Elon Musk's salute. Why are we calling it the Musk salute? It's the Nazi Sieg Heil salute from Donald Trump's inauguration. And I also saw a video of a bunch of frat bros doing the same exact thing and then saying it's just the Elon Musk salute. They're trying to add a level of plausible deniability to actual Nazism, and I think our job is to call it out, is to push back and make sure that this stuff is not accepted in 2025 or ever, but especially now. So make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the Mockler channel or become a member below, and let's jump in with this right-wing priest. I want to talk about his history and what he believes because we could probably guess his political views. I bet you everyone watching this video could go into the comments and guess what he believes about certain topics like critical race theory or gay and lesbian people. You could guess it perfectly without me having to read it because it's so predictable. They call us NPCs or pre-programmed robots that believe the same thing, but this guy opposes the teaching of critical race theory. He argues the teaching of black history and lessons concerning black people should be taught within the context of British history and not be taught in the context of American history. He's also defended colonialism and the British Empire. He's opposed reparations for slavery. He's been labeled far-right by multiple organizations, a hero and a darling of the far-right. He stated in 2024 that we, quote, need to remove Islam from Britain. He's also harshly opposed gay and lesbian marriage. He argues the Bible only allows marriage between a man and a woman. He argues that premarital sex is a sin. He opposes abortion and holds pro-life positions. He's also said the current pope is a terrible, wicked, vile man. So, I mean, again, we could have guessed this guy's views without me having to read that, but now that you know some context, let's look at what he did and then the direct consequences of his actions. So a right-wing priest was booted from his church after trying to imitate the controversial Nazi salute that Elon Musk performed at an inaugural rally for President Donald Trump last week. And again, the reason I pointed this story out, the reason I'm talking about the frat bros that are doing the same thing is because people feel more emboldened now than ever. And like, here's the thing. Is this woman actually a Nazi? Does this woman actually want to genocide as many Jews as possible? I don't think that's the case. I think that she's a far-right lunatic who's, number one, trying to play to the Nazi base like Elon Musk was. She's also thinks she's trolling or being provocative when in reality, why are there balloons always popping up here? In reality, she is just doing a Nazi salute. She basically is one step away from praising Hitler, even if she doesn't have the same genocidal intentions. That's not me running defense for her. I'm just saying normal people are getting swept up in this Nazi-esque movement, and that's the scary part. And they're getting swept up because Elon Musk and other rich, famous people are setting the model. They're emboldening people by showing, hey, I'm rich and famous. I can do it and get away with it. Why don't we all just like troll the right or whatever? So speaking at the National Pro-Life Summit in Washington, D.C. last weekend, Father Calvin Robinson, a religious leader connected to the UK's far-right movement, warned in his address that this is the last stand for Christendom. He cautions, quote, it's make or break time. The whole of the old world is crumbling. Every country in Europe is embracing death. Let me just play the clip and then we'll go over the response from his church because it's hilarious.
This is the last stand for Christendom. It's make or break time. The whole of the old world is crumbling. Every country in Europe is embracing death. America, as far as I could see, is the only country fighting for life. And that's down to you guys. So God bless all of you for what you're doing. Please keep doing it. I hope that I can encourage you. And my heart goes out to you. God bless.
And of course, the crowd goes wild. Of course, the crowd loves it. And he gives a cheeky little smirk. This dude came to Washington, D.C. This dude came to the U.S. and did a Nazi salute and got cheers. That is terrifying. The frequency of which this is happening is terrifying, and I love seeing him have repercussions. So this says, A statement on Calvin Robinson, and this is from the church. At approximately 3 p.m. today, members of the College of Bishops of the ACC were made aware of a post on X showing the end of a speech made by Calvin Robinson at the National Pro-Life Summit in Washington, D.C. In it, he closed his comments with a gesture that may have interpreted as a pro-Nazi salute. May have been interpreted. He was very clearly looking at the camera after, like smirking a little bit. While we cannot say what was in Mr. Robinson's heart, in his heart when he did this, his action appears to have been an attempt to curry favor with certain elements of the American political right by provoking its opposition. Mr. Robinson had been warned that online trolling and other such actions are incompatible with a priestly vocation and was told to desist. So he was warned before, you gotta stop being a far-right troll. You gotta stop being a far-right lunatic. Clearly, he has not stopped, and such, his license in this church has been revoked. He is no longer serving as a priest in the ACC. Furthermore, we understand that this is not just an administrative matter. The Holocaust was an episode of unspeakable horror enacted by a regime of evil men. We condemn Nazi ideology and anti-Semitism in all of its forms, and we believe that those who mimic the Nazi salute, even as a joke or an attempt to troll their opponents, trivialize the horror of the Holocaust and diminish the sacrifice of those who fought against its perpetrators. Such actions are harmful, divisive, and contrary to the tenets of Christian charity. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's a pretty good, solid statement. They take a stand, and the bar is so low that taking a stand against the Holocaust is now praiseworthy. But no, this is a good, solid letter. They don't run any defense for him. They say that he's a provocative troll, a right-wing troll. Finally, we pray that God will give us grace to lay aside our unhappy divisions, and we commend our nation and ourselves to his almighty protection. Okay, this goes beyond just divisions. This dude is doing the Nazi salute out in the open. That's not just sort of divisions. And I also want to show, it seems like Elon Musk does know the difference between my heart goes out to you, like this, and doing a full-on Nazi salute. If you're on the edge of whether or not this was an accident on Elon Musk, some people have been debating me about that. Just watch him doing the real my heart goes out to you. Look at how nice and soft he is with it. He literally just goes like this and then spreads it to the crowd. That is how you do my heart goes out to you. Let me play this one more time. Okay, that is a normal gesture. That is a normal gesture of my heart goes out to you. What is not normal is then doing this. That is not my heart goes out to you. That is a straight up Nazi salute. And the way he's biting his lip, he's biting his lip like he really means it. And people were saying, oh, he's just excitable. He's just excited. He's got a little bit of Asperger's, and that's why. I've never met anyone with any strain of autism that makes him do a Nazi salute. Of course, autism is a spectrum, right? It's a spectrum. But I have been around people all across the spectrum. Again, never have I met an autistic person with a type of autism that makes them do Nazi salutes. And I'll leave it at that. If you enjoy my videos, drop a like, subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.